Okay, it's Thursday. I'm gonna get right into it. Didn't have a video on Tuesday. Kind of felt like I didn't really have anything I wanted to talk about, and I just almost needed some inspiration, and kind of just really wanted to see my baby. So I just went to see her on Tuesday and spent the afternoon with her after work. So that's why I wasn't here Tuesday, but I'm back. I want to talk about something today I've been wanting to talk to about for a little while. There's this guy I used to work with. He's a young guy. We call him the kid. He's only 17. He kind of, I don't think he grew up the greatest. His grandparents kind of raised him when he was younger. And, some of the things he's told me, his dad's not the greatest to him. And sometimes his mom isn't either. But about 2 months ago, he came down and, figured out he had leukemia. It's just really sad. It's like, he's only 17 years old. Like, oh my gosh. Like, but it made me think of this today and why I'm doing this today. I wanted to do a video back a month or so ago about him. Because I really feel for the kid. I do. Just a quick little story before I get into what I really wanted to talk about. He had overheard me one day talking on the phone to my dad, and I said, "Well, I love you, Dad. I'll talk to you later." And got off the phone, and he's like, "You tell your dad you love him?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I got a little pissed off at first, and I'm like, "What a little asshole! Like, you making fun of me or something? Like, fuck you, kind of thing." Then I realized when he told me, it's like, "Oh, my family just doesn't do that," and it's like I felt sad for him, like. Some of the crap he's told me, the way his father is and whatnot, it's just like I don't get it. Like, it's one thing to be tough on your kids and whatnot, especially when they get older and whatnot, if you got a tough love or whatever, but it's like it's just appalling to me. Here this kid is, he probably just wants somebody to tell him he loves him, even if he even realizes it deep down, and everybody just wants to be loved, and I just think it's so messed up that it just doesn't happen for him and his family. But anyway, I saw him today. He came into work to visit, and he's been through some rounds of chemo. He was almost unrecognizable. Like, I knew it was him, but he definitely looks a little different. He's lost some weight and everything, and I really feel for the kid. So anybody out there, just think about somebody else for a change, or if you pray or whatever, just pray for the kid. He's going through it right now, and he doesn't deserve that. I hope he pulls through. He was in good spirits and everything, but he said something today that really made me think, and I'm like, you know what, yeah, I'm really doing a video about him, because he was staying with his father, but I guess since he's come down with all this and he can't take care of himself and he can't work and everything, that his father was kind of the mindset, well, you can't take care of yourself, you got to get out of my house, kind of thing. And I just thought, what a piece of shit you are, and if you see this, I don't mean to talk bad about your old man. I'm not going to say any names, but it's like, your old man's a piece of shit. Like, that's so fucked up. I can't even imagine being anything but supportive and by my child's side if they had leukemia. Like, it bothers me that some people are like that. They have the capacity to be so freaking selfish that it's unreal. And on top of it, that's your son. He needs you right now. And you tell him he has to leave and whatever because he can't take care of himself. Well, obviously he can't take care of himself. He's going through fucking chemo, you jackass. I just, that kind of stuff bothers me. I just cannot fathom how people can be that way with their children, especially knowing that you barely raised the boy when he was younger, and it's just ridiculous. There's no excuse for it. It's just shitty, lazy parenting. It's just being a shitty person in general. I just hate hearing it. Like I said, and I kind of felt like, working with this kid for a year, like he kind of looked up to me, like he kind of looked at me like a father figure, a friend, or whatever, and it's like, I'm old enough to be his father, and I just wanted to know that, I do care. Somebody does care about you, and, and I told him today, I was like, I feel bad, buddy, like I've been trying to get a hold of you and stuff, at least see how you're doing and whatnot, and it's like, I felt so guilty that I haven't tried to make time to at least call him for a second or message him on Facebook or anything, you know. And it's like, I don't even have anything tied to him. He's just a friend. And it's like, it's no offense, but it's like, your own father can't do it. And like, that to me is ridiculous. Like, why do I care more than your own father? Like, that's shitty. I just, so anybody out there, if you're not caring about your kids or whatever, like, get your head out of your ass. For real. Get your head out of your ass. And, you know, kids just want to be loved and protected and cared for and know that somebody cares for them. It's like, you know, it's not that hard to do. It really isn't. You made them. They didn't ask to be made. So, you know, it's just ridiculous to me. But, you know, I felt so bad that I wasn't trying more. So I'm, you know, not only am I going to make this video here today for him, but I'm going to let him know that, you know, I'm going to do my best to, you know, with everything I got going on, being a daddy and this and work and trying to be a good boyfriend and whatever else I got going on in life, you know, I just take time out of my life to care about someone else and to see how someone else is doing that might need it. Because I know he told me today there's some days he literally can't get out of bed, and I couldn't imagine that. You know, and to be so young, it's sad, and I hope him the best. I hope the best for you, buddy. I really do. But somebody cares about you, and I want you to know that. And, you know, this world's full of shitty people, but it's also full of good people, and it doesn't take much effort to not care about yourself for a second and care about someone else. That doesn't take much effort at all. You just gotta not be selfish. So I guess that's it for today. But yeah, I really wanted to do this because this kid, he's a good kid. You know, we pick on him and give him shit. You know, it's like, but it's never anything that I feel like I'm personally attacking him. It's like, you know, I want to toughen him up a little bit. You know, and I tell him about stuff that, you know, he's like, oh, well, what kind of movie should I watch in it? Because he hears us talking about stuff, and he's just like, he doesn't know, you know. It's like the way he was raised, with being with his grandparents and everything. It's just like a lot of things I don't think he experienced. Plus, there's that huge generation gap there, you know. But it's been cool, you know. I make like a list of, go watch all the Back to the Futures. Go watch, you know, this or that and the other thing. And it's cool, you know. It's like I can feel like I'm making somewhat of a difference in this kid's life, you know, even if it's only a little bit, and even if, you know, he even subconsciously realizes it, or even if I even realize how much I mean to somebody. I mean, you never know who's watching, or you never know who might be influenced by something you say, or you know, just anything. So I've learned that with this channel too, that, you know, there's been some people that I didn't even realize watched or whatever, and they've said things to me, and I'm like, you know, it's really cool. It really made me feel good, and not just me personally, the gratification and you know, people just saying that they think I'm doing an awesome job, they think I'm doing this or that, and they think it's cool or whatever. But the simple fact that I'm helping someone, you know, I said that from the very beginning, like, if I can just help one person, it's all worth it. So, but yeah, I guess that's going to be it. Just keep this kid in your thoughts. Like I said, it doesn't take much effort to care about somebody. You don't have to know them to care about them. You know, we're all human. We all just want to be loved. We all just want, you know, what you should have, especially as a child. And you know, children need reassurance, and they need, you know, to know people are behind them, especially their parents and everything. And I feel for kids that don't have great parents, or don't have parents that give a crap about them or anything. I really do. I feel for you. So just, if you ever grow up, just don't do what was done to you. It's very easy to continue that cycle, but it's also very easy, if you're mindful of it, to break that cycle. So just be mindful of it. But I guess that's it. So everyone, keep this kid in your prayers. Like I said, I'm not going to say names, but he definitely deserves anyone that's willing to not think about themselves for once, and say a prayer, or just keep him in your thoughts or whatever. I'm sure he would appreciate it. So, all right, everybody, I guess that's going to be it for today. See you on Tuesday.